Hey guys, Moo here from Team Scapegoat, or as I like to be called, Mr. Moo, but some of my other friends call me Moo. And I'm here to bring you a deck profile on my Kaijus. Now, my Kaiju deck is a little bit different from other Kaiju decks, because I like to play mostly all the Kaijus. I think I'm not playing one of them, and I don't remember which one it was, because it's been a while since I've actually played this deck, but I just love the monsters themselves, because I'm like a huge Godzilla fan. Anyways, I'm rambling. I'm sorry. Let's get on to the profile. Now, I play two of the Star Destroyer Kaiju. I don't know how to pronounce his name because it's a difficult name for me to pronounce, but I'm just going to call him the Star Destroying Kaiju. Now, he's just pretty much like a beat stick, but whenever I have Kaiju counters in the field, it's really, like, a lot better than just like beat stick because he can remove 3 Kaiju counters, negate a card effect, and then destroy 1 card in the field. So he's really good. Can't do anything special with him, especially Ixies or Synchro, because he is a level 11. So he's just a beat stick pretty much. Next we have 3 Dogoran. He's just a standard Kaiju you want to play in the deck because he's level 8, so you can go into a quick, easy Ixies in case your opponent has like a level 8 monster, which pretty much almost every deck has nowadays. So you can just like get a hold of one of their monsters, if at all possible, which I'll show you later, and make a quick Ixies. If not, he's just a 3000 beat stick with the effect of popping all monsters your opponent controls as long as you remove 3 Kaiju counters on anywhere on the field. Next we have 3 Gamasiel. He's just a standard Kaiju. You negate card effects, banish them by removing 2 Kaiju counters from anywhere on the field. You mainly want to play him in defense position, unless your opponent has like no monsters in the field, then you can go for a direct attack, but he's mainly just a defense monster and banishing card, I guess. Next we have 2 what is his name? Gadria? I don't know how to pronounce the name either. The Mystery Dust Kaiju, let's go with that. He's not really a beat stick, he's just one of those Kaijus that can half the attack and defense on my opponent's side of the field. All monsters they control. And all you have to do is just get rid of, 2 Kaiju counters? I believe it's 2 Kaiju counters. So, yeah, he's real nice to have at certain points in time. But you mainly just want to give him to your opponent so you can attack with, like, the Star Destroying Kaiju or Dogoran or any of the other monsters with, like, high attacks. Next we have 2 Radian. It says itself, he's Radian. You can summon another token, just like ram it into one of their monsters. Token dies maybe, like in case it's like a suicidal attack with the Radiant token. And then you can just have Radiant attack directly. So that's about it. And then lastly we have 1 Kumanga. He's just there to give to your opponent to attack with like any of the other Kaijus like Dogoran or Star Destroyer. Or Radiant, if even, or even the Stardust Kaiju. He's just a weak monster you just give to your opponent. Same with Gamasiel, but you mainly want to keep him for like negating your opponent's card effects and banishing them. Now onto the other monsters. See, now some people like to play Yosenju, but most decks you'll see play the Gradle combination. Now with Gradles, I'm sure you all know what they all do. But some people don't know the second effects of Gradles, which is they coordinate with the colors of the Gradles themselves. So like if your opponent attacks and destroys them by battle, you can just steal their monster. But the Cobra, if he is destroyed by a trap card, you can still take their monster. It's just different instead of battle. You can just steal it from a trap card effect. Like say someone like trap hold it, if that's even a thing nowadays, or someone mirror forced, then you can just steal their monster anyways. So it's really good. Next we have 2 Gradle Eagle. This is by monster effect or by battle. So yeah, he's there. And then I play 3 of the Alligator because you'll mostly see people destroy cards with spells, not really monster effects or traps. And with him, you can just like get Regeki or Dark Hold and then steal your opponent's monster with that. And then you got Gradle Slime. I don't think he has anything special with his second effect. All I know is that he's just a tuner for the quick, easy synchro into the Great Old Dragon or any of the other great synchro monsters. He has great defense, though. Now onto the spells. I play 3 Interrupt Kaiju Slumber. It's just really good. Blow up your opponent's field, put a Kaiju on their field, put a Kaiju on mine, beat over their Kaiju. And then next turn, I can just search for another Kaiju card, because that's its second effect. You can banish it from your graveyard to search for any other Kaiju card, add it to your hand. And then next, I play 2 Great Old Impact. I don't know why this is out of order. Like, it was supposed to be more Kaiju cards, but we're moving on to Great Old, I guess. I play 2 Great Old Impacts because at the end phase, this is a continuous spell card in case you haven't noticed. At the end phase, you can search for a Great Old card from your deck, any Great Old card, be spell, trap, monster, whatever. Search for it, add it to your hand, or you can just pop 1 card on the field, and then, no, you destroy 1 Great Old card you have, and then pop 1 card on the field. But what I like about this is you can destroy one of your Great Olds, like you get rid of Alligator, because when he's destroyed by a card effect, you can steal one of your opponent's monsters. So like you get rid of Alligator, you pop one of their back row, and if they have a monster, you can just steal the monster with Alligator. So that's really, really good with him. Next we have 2 Trade-In. I don't play 3 because sometimes it gets a little cloggy for me. But you can just get rid of you can use Trade-In on any of the Kaijus, because almost all of them I play are like level 8s. So ditch, draw 2, in case you draw a dead hand, and hopefully you get something better with it. You know what I mean? I play 2 Kaiju Files. Kaiju Files is usually there just because, I don't know, sometimes I have a weak monster and I give my opponent a strong monster, and I can just sack my weak Kaiju to get a better one, a stronger one from the deck. Or you can just have it on the field just to gain some Kaiju counter token, like Kaiju counters on it. Sorry. Because every time you summon a Kaiju, you get a Kaiju counter on this, and I don't know, it's just there for the Kaiju's effects, you know what I mean? And then I play 3 Waterfront. It's just there, because, you know, who doesn't want to play this in a Kaiju deck? It's whenever a card is sent to the graveyard by any means necessary. I believe it's any means necessary. It could be from the field. No, yeah, from the field to the graveyard, my bad. You put a Kaiju counter on it. And if someone were to try and destroy it, you can just remove a Kaiju counter instead. So it's pretty much like there forever. And if you have a maximum of 3 Kaiju counters on it or higher, you can search for a Kaiju monster from your deck and add it to your hand. So it's really, really good. You don't really need to play, what is that card called? I forget what the card is called, but you can search for a field spell from the deck and add it to your hand. I'm having Terraforming? My bad, guys. You don't really need to play Terraforming because there's all sorts of ways of like getting this card to your hand really quickly. Because like Trade-In, you can just draw it. Like there's plenty of cards in here that can like let you draw real quickly. Then you play 3, so it's not really that difficult to get a hold of them. Next, I play 2 Twin Twisters because sometimes your head can get clogged with like stupid stuff that just like clogs your hand. Like say you have like Kaijus in your hand and your opponent has no monsters in the field, but they have a lot of back row, so you can just ditch a Kaiju, blow up their back row. It's just like that. Or I think it works with Great Old Alligator. You send it to the no, I don't think it works like that, but like it's pretty much just there for the dead Kaijus in your hand. You just ditch a Kaiju, pop the back row, and attack directly if you have a Kaiju already on your field. So yeah, worry free from the back row. Next, I play 1 Kaiju capture mission, because when you give your opponent a Kaiju, sometimes you'll give them like a strong Kaiju with attack, but you can always just change them in defense position, because that's what this card says. Target 1 Kaiju on the field, change the defense position. So like say you gave him Dogran and you have the Star Destroyer in the field. Dogran has like 15 attack, 1000 attack I think, or defense, my bad. And then you can just beat over it with Star Destroyer. Or you can just like do 300 damage, doesn't matter. But you never know if they have something in the back row that says you can't target the attacking position monster they have. So yeah, just change them in defense position, beat over it, game. Next I played 2 Call of the Haunted, because, you know, you want to get your Kaijus out quickly. So like say you ditched them with a Twin Twister or a Trade-In, and they have a field full of monsters that are like super weak, and they have no effects that stop your monster from being summoned or whatever. So you can just bring them out, bring out like Dogran or Star Destroyer from the graveyard after you ditch them with Twin Twisters or Trade-In. So that way they don't attack you directly and do all that stupid poke damage. I know a certain someone who does. So yeah, just like stop them doing damage. And yeah. I play 1 Great Old Parasite. This card is really, really good with this deck. It's basically like, if I attack my opponent directly with a Great Old I control, I can special summon a monster from my opponent's graveyard while I'm attacking at my opponent. If they have no monsters If my opponent has no monsters and I control a Great Old and I attack directly, I can choose to summon a monster from my opponent's graveyard so my Great Old can attack that. So my Great Old will die and then I'll just take their monster. But if not, if my opponent attacks me directly while I have control no monsters, they can attack... No, I can special summon a Great Old from my deck onto my field, so they'll attack it, and then I'll take their monster again. It's basically just like a lose-lose for them. It's either I special a monster or they do. So I'm going to be stealing my opponent's monsters no matter what, pretty much. It's really, really good. And the last card I play is Great Old Split. This card is really good with Cobra. Really, really good. Or any other Great Old. But it's mainly good for Cobra because you can just equip it to any Great Old monster you control. They gain 500 attack. That's not why it's good. What's good about it is during my main phase, when it's equipped to them, you can send this card and the Great Old to the graveyard to special summon 2 Great Olds from your deck, with different names, of course. So basically you would bring out like Great Old Slime and like any other Great Old. Just like have 2 on the field. But when he's destroyed by... Remember, when Cobra is destroyed by a trap card, you can target 1 monster your opponent controls, as long as they're face up, of course, and then take control of it. So you're basically just going to have 3 monsters, and they're going to be less 1. Now onto the extra deck. I'm not really done with my extra deck. I'm still like getting my cards, but it's mainly just these 3 that I play that I've actually got out or needed. It's going to be 2 Great Old Dragon. He's a Great Old, so that's why I play him. You get him out by getting rid of 2 Aqua-type monsters, 1 tuner and 1 non-tuner. So you just get out Slime, the tuner, he's level 5, and then you get out any other Great Old. They're all level 3s except for Slime. And when he is special summoned, when he is synchro summoned, depending on how many Aqua-type monsters you used, or depending on how many monsters you used, you can destroy that many cards that you used to synchro for him. So like say I got rid of like, I don't know, Slime and Alligator, I can destroy 2 cards my opponent controls. It doesn't matter what they are, monster, back row, pendulum, whatever. You just destroy those 2 cards. When this guy leaves the field, you can special a Great Old from your graveyard. It doesn't matter what kind. It can be Slime, it can be Alligator, any other Great Olds. So that's why I play 2 of him. And then lastly, I play 1 Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. He explains himself. He's just one of the best synchros I have ever seen. You can just negate your opponent's card effects. You can steal their attack. When you are attacking with Crystal Wing, you can just steal their attack right there. You steal how much attack they have, and then he gains that much. So you're pretty much going to be always doing 3,000 to your opponent. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed my deck profile on my Kaijus. You probably didn't because no one likes Kaijus nowadays, but I love them. They're so much fun. All right, have a good day, guys. Moo out.